Good morning 11th students. Lesson number 5, the solid state. Today is our last part 10, in which I am going to complete my lesson. Okay. So yesterday I taught you this liquefaction of gases. With this diagram I explained you all the. So after the gaseous state there is a liquid state, that is 5.11. Now what is liquid state? First of all, you are knowing that intermolecular forces are stronger in liquid state than in gaseous state. Molecules in liquids are so close that there is very little empty space between them, and under normal conditions liquids are denser than gases. You see here, gas molecules are having far distance. In liquids they are very close to each other, not like solid but they are close. So liquids are denser than gases. Molecules of liquids are held together by attractive intermolecular forces. They are close, so therefore they are attracted by intermolecular forces. Liquids have definite volume because molecules do not separate from each other. If you are going to take any liquid, whether water, you have to bring a bottle, or if you are filling any liquid in your home, like water you are filling in pots, while taking water you can't take like that, but you are taking in a glass or what. So liquids have definite volume because molecules do not separate from each other. If you are going to fill your car with or any vehicle with petrol, then in dicky or petrol tank the liquid is going to be filled in, not like gases. Molecules of liquids can move fast past one another freely, so liquids can flow, can be poured. Poured means, see, if water is filled here, if the bottle is going down, then it can be poured. Matlab from the water tank, the water is coming to our house, you are filling in your matkas. Otherwise, if you are going to petrol pump, from that pipe, the petrol is going to be filled in dicky, like that. And they are taking the shape of the container in which these are stored. Now we will study in this chapter. At the last, after gaseous, you are having physical properties of liquids. We will study like vapor pressure, surface tension and viscosity. So first we are starting with our topic, that is vapor pressure. What is vapor pressure? See, if an evacuated container is partially filled with a liquid, a portion of liquid evaporates to fill the remaining volume of the container with vapor. Okay, if I am filling a glass with a half of that liquid only, then half of that is unfilled. Initially the liquid evaporates and pressure exerted by vapors on the walls of the container, vapor pressure increases. After some time it becomes constant. In dynamic equilibrium you will understand more. Otherwise, if you are going to keep utensils tapela on the gas and covered by a lid, then the water is going to be heated and equilibrium is established between liquid phase and vapor phase. Vapor pressure at this stage is known as equilibrium vapor pressure on saturated vapor pressure. See, if I am taking a utensil on gas and you are going to heat that water, okay, water is filled up to here and the lid is, that utensil is covered with lid. See, after heating we are giving flame, okay, after heating the water will turn into vapor, but there is no space to run out of this, so it will hit here only. Okay, so water will convert into vapors and vapors and vapors only. But after some time, if we are stopping heating, then the water vapors will cool and condensed here. So water goes there in vapor form and vapor comes in this form, is called the equilibrium between these two phases, liquid phase and gas phase, vapor phase. Since process of vaporization is temperature dependent, the temperature must be mentioned while reporting the vapor pressure of a liquid. See, if I am heating this container at 50 degree or at 100 degree, after 100 degree water boils. So after 100 degree I am giving continuous temperature. Okay, and for after 5 minutes I am getting stopped. So you have to mention the temperature also. When a liquid is heated in an open vessel, the liquid vaporizes from the surface at the temperature at which vapor pressure of the liquid becomes equal to the external pressure. Vaporization can occur throughout the bulk of the liquid and vapors expands freely into the surroundings. See, if I am not covering this utensil and I am going to heat this utensil with the gas only, and I am not putting cover. So if we are not putting a cover, okay, here there was no space to run, but here water turns into vapor and it is having no cover, so it will go to the surroundings. Okay, so vapors will leave the surface and they will go to the surroundings. Can occur throughout the bulk of the liquid and vapors expand freely to the surroundings. The condition of the vaporization throughout the liquid is called boiling. The temperature at which vapor pressure of a liquid is equal to the external pressure is called the boiling temperature of that vapor pressure. Vapor pressure of some common liquid is various temperature is given 5.14 page 155. At 1 atmosphere pressure, boiling temperature is called normal boiling point. If pressure is 1 bar, then the boiling point is called a standard boiling point of the liquid. Standard boiling point of the liquid is slightly lower than that the normal boiling point, because 1 bar pressure is slightly less than 1 atmosphere pressure. The normal boiling point of water is 100 degree, means 273 plus 100. 273 degree 273 Kelvin is equal to the 0 degree Celsius. Okay, so plus 100 means 373. Its standard boiling point is 99.60 or 372.6 Kelvin. See this graph, you can see temperature at different temperatures, vapor pressure. Okay, at high altitudes atmospheric pressure is low, therefore at high altitudes, okay, therefore liquid at high altitudes boil at lower temperatures in comparison to that of sea level. Since water boils at low temperature on hills, the pressure cooker is used for cooking food. In hospitals, surgical instruments are sterilized in autoclaves in which boiling point of water is increased by increasing the pressure above the atmospheric pressure by using a weight covering the vent. So in pressure cooker, what we are giving? Not common cover, but by applying more weight. So in pressure cooker, boiling does not occur when liquid is heated in a closed vessel. On heating continuously, vapor pressure increases. At first, a clear boundary is visible between liquid and vapor phase because liquid is more dense than vapor. As the temperature increases more and more, see, if we are heating more and more, see, first of all, water leaves the surface and converts into, after boiling point, leaves and converts into gases. But if we are giving continuously more heat and heat, at the same time liquid becomes less dense. Okay, so density is lower than that gases. It is expands because molecules move apart. When density of liquid and vapors become the same, okay, density of liquid and vapors become the same, the clear boundary between liquid and vapor disappears. This temperature is called the critical temperature. Already I taught you what is the critical temperature at earlier sections, about which we have already discussed in 5.10. Okay, so in the liquid state I completed vapor pressure. Now our second topic is surface tension, 5.11.2, surface tension. Now you are knowing that it is well known fact that liquids assume the shape of the container. Why is it then small drops of mercury from spherical bead instead of spreading on the surface? Why do particles of soil at the bottom of river remain separated but they stick together when taken out? Why does the liquid rise or fall in a thin capillary as soon as the capillary touches the surface of the liquid? All these phenomena are caused due to the property of liquids of called, that is, surface tension. In 10th also you have studied a molecule in the bulk of liquid experience equal intermolecular forces there from all sides. The molecule therefore does not experience any net force, but for the molecule on the surface of liquid, net attractive force is towards the interior of the liquid. Figure 5.15 I will show you due to the molecules below it, since there are no molecules above it. Forcing acting on a molecule on liquid surface and on a molecule upside the liquid. Liquids tend to minimize their surface area. The molecules on the surface experience a net downward force and have more energy than the molecules in the bulk, which do not experience any net force. Therefore, liquids tend to have minimum number of molecules at their surface. If surface of the liquid is increased by pulling a molecule from the bulk, attractive forces will have to overcome. This will require expenditure of energy. The energy required to increase the surface area of the liquid by 1 unit is defined as surface energy. Its dimension is joule per mole. Surface tension is defined as the force acting per unit length perpendicular in the line drawn on the surface of liquids and is denoted by a Greek letter gamma. And the standard unit is expressed by normal per meter. The lowest energy state of liquid will be then surface area is minimum. Spherical shape satisfied this condition. That is why mercury drops are spherical in shape. This is the reason that sharp glass edges are heated for making them smooth. On heating, the glass melts and the surface of the liquid tends to make the rounded shape at the edges, which makes the edges smooth. This is called the fine polishing of glasses. See here in figure 5.15. Okay, interior molecule attracted in all directions. The molecules who are inside, but the molecules who are on the surface, they feel surface tension. Okay, they molecules not attraction into the liquid. That's why the ships are not going to sink, but they are floating on the surface level. Okay, now liquids tend to rise or fall in the capillary. See, if I am like pipette, when you will come, no, 11th students, you are not knowing how to fill in the capillary, but when you will come in lab, in chemistry practicals, you will see capillary is like a thin, this like a thin tube, and here we can fill the liquid with the help of, we will blow like that. You are taking a straw, no, while taking any cold drink or what. So this is very thin. Capillary means very thin surface. So liquid can be inserted like that. You are blowing from the mouth to take the cold drink. Liquids tend to rise or fall in the capillary. Rise means we are blowing, and when we are leaving the tip, it will be fall because of surface tension. Liquids weight the things because they spread across their surfaces as thin film. See, if we are going to fill any liquid in the pipette, it will come and it will touch the surface also. Here also surface also. They will weight it. It is surface tension which gives stretching property to the surface of a liquid. On flat surface, droplets are slightly flattened by the effect of gravity, but in the gravity free environmental drops are perfectly spheres. Now, the magnitude of surface tension of a liquid. The magnitude of surface tension of a liquid depends on the attractive forces between the molecules. When the attractive forces are large, the surface tension is large. Attractive forces is large, the surface tension is large. Increase in temperature increase the kinetic energy of molecules and effectiveness of intermolecular attraction decreases. So surface tension decreases as the temperature raises. So surface tension can be decreased by increasing the temperature. Okay, our next topic is viscosity. 5.11.3. See, what is viscosity? I will explain you first with a simple example that is not mentioned in the book. See, You wanna take two beakers of, one beaker is of water simple and one beaker of oil. Okay, you can feel if you pour the water from the container, means container you do like that, then water will leave the surface easily, and while oil comes from this container and you are pouring the oil from this container, some droplets or some liquid will be stick to the surface, and here not much. So it is so viscosity of oil is more and viscosity of water is less. How? It is one of the character property of liquids. Viscosity is a measure of resistance to the flow which arises due to the internal friction between layers of liquid as they slip past one another while liquid flows. Strong intermolecular forces between molecules hold them together and resist movement of layers past one another. Okay, so in oil, strong intermolecular forces between molecules hold them together and resist. They will oppose for movement of layers past one another. See, if I am pouring this liquid like that, okay, so it will resist to come out. When a liquid flows over a fixed surface, the layer of molecules in the immediate container of surface is stationary. The velocity of upper layer increases in the distance of layers from the fixed layer increases. This type of flow, which there is a regular gradation of velocity in passing from one layer to the next, is called laminar flow. See, through this example I want to explain. See, like that I am bending. Okay, so first layer from the oil, the second layer of the oil, the third layer of the oil, like that, and the layer below retards its flow. If the velocity of the layer at a distance is changed by a value du, then velocity gradation is given by the almost du upon dz, value of du. What is du? A force is required to maintain the flow of layers. We have to apply the force. This force proportional to the area of contact of layer and velocity gradient. So force is directly proportional to the area of the contact. So F is directly proportional to A multiplied by du upon dz, where du upon dz is velocity gradient. The change in velocity with the distance, F is directly proportional to the A du upon dz. F proportional is removed by this constant Na upon du, where n is proportionally constant and is called coefficient of viscosity. Viscosity coefficient is the force when velocity gradient is unity. Okay, unity. Du upon dz is unity. So F is directly proportional to the A. Thus is measured of viscosity. SI unit of viscosity efficient is 1 Newton per second per square meter, or like that. Okay, greater the viscosity, the more slowly the liquid flows. Okay, if the greater the viscosity, see in oil, greater the viscosity, the more slowly the liquid flows. Hydrogen bonding and van der Waals forces are strong enough to cause high viscosity. Glass is an extremely viscous liquid. It is so viscous that many of its properties resemble solids. So, if in the MCQs it is come, which is more stronger in liquid state, glass. Viscosity of liquids decreases as the temperature rises, because at a high temperature molecules of high kinetic energy and can overcome the intermolecular forces to slip past one another between the layers. Okay, so by increasing temperature we can decrease the viscosity. So in this lesson today I taught you liquid state, then vapor pressure, then surface tension, and at last viscosity. Okay students, I have completed lesson number 5, and after this unit test 2 you are having exam on Tuesday, lesson number 3 and 4. So after that you put the notes of lesson number 5. Okay.